Hi everyone, let's do another challenge. So today we'll sum all the numbers of a given array except the highest and lowest element by value, not by index. The highest or lowest element respectively is a single element at each edge, even if there are more than one with the same value. Mind the input validation. So this looks like an array, and in particular I think it's a... What's a set? A set is a type that has the following characteristics. Sets are unordered, the set elements are unique, duplicates are not allowed. So that's a bit confusing because we've got 1 and 1 here as well. But anyways, we'll progress, and it looks like we need to do input validation, so it's a bit harder. If an element value is none, null, none, nothing, etc., is given instead of an array, or we give an array of an empty list, or a list is only one element, return 0. So we'll do that bit last. So how do we do this? So I think what we'll do is we need to do, let's sort our array. So sort array is equal to sorted array. So what's sorted? So a sorted method is this. Sorting means arranging the set of values in either increasing or decreasing manner. There are various methods to sort values in Python. We can store a set or group of values using various data structures such as lists, tuples, dictionaries, which depends on the data type we're using. So in this article we'll discuss some methods. So we're looking at the sort method. So all we need to do is pass in our value, and we don't need to add any more parameters because we're just going to sort in ascending. But if we wanted to, we could insert reverse. So let's go ahead and do that. So I've already done that sorted array. So we're going to sort it. And then what we're going to do next, I think we're going to use pop. So we're going to pop, which just takes out the last element, or we can actually define which element we want to use. So it's pop, and we want to get rid of 0, which, if you can remember, the indexes of arrays start at 0. So we're going to get rid of the first number. So remember, we've already ordered this. I believe it's a set, so it should now be something like this. It should now be 1, 2, 6, 8, 10. So essentially, by telling it to pop out index 0, we're getting rid of 1, so that will be gone. And we also want to do the same thing but we're going to do -1, which will mean, so if you do -1, it starts from the other end, and this is -1, this is -2, -3, -4, so it's going to get rid of this, which is what we wanted to do because we want to get rid of the highest or lowest element value, not by index. So it looks like this second one is going to trick us, because if we had used something like the minimum and maximum, we would have gotten rid of 11, but we would have also gotten rid of 1 and 1 again. So if you look at this, if we get rid of, if we sort this, if we get rid of the first one and 11, it's still correct because it's 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 3, which equals 6. So that would have gotten us into trouble if we've gotten rid of the minimum and maximum, because it would have gotten rid of two ones. So that looks good. And then what we'll do next is we will just return, and we'll use another method, which will be sum, and we'll just sort. We'll just return this sort array, and let's just test it out. I know it's going to fail because we haven't done the input validation yet. It looks like I didn't keep this consistent, so we actually need to delete this and that. So I've been referring to a sorted. Great, sorted. So I had to keep that consistent. So I've passed 6. So it looks like the ones that I failed are the none and the only single element. So let's handle that now. So we'll do a if statement, and we can handle this easily. So we'll do if R is none, which will handle none and empty, and then we'll handle single elements or the length. So that's another function we're going to use of the array is, so it needs to be only a single element. So we'll say less than or equal to 1. We'll return, what am I returning? Let's go back to instructions. Return element 0, so sorry, return 0. Great, and then we need to do an else statement. And we need to shift all this to that. So that looks good. Let's see what happens. So I've passed. So that is my solution.